Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Baba Is You, and I have to admit, in a moment of weakness, I went to the Steam guides for Baba Is You, but it's so nice. Somebody created an amazing guide that is not solutions, but is hints. So as a result, I still do not know the solution for this level, but I know the hint. And the hint for this level is that text can be pushed on to Kiki. You're absolutely correct. Now. Now. What do I do with... Okay, you know what? You geniuses. Sorry, there we go. You've created an important step here. Sorry, we don't want Kiki as push. We want push as Kiki. Sorry, we don't want push as Kiki. We want Kiki as push. Now... we can place... like, this is the perfect hint. Even though I still have no idea what the solution is, I now have another thread that I can pull on. So because we can push Kiki now... we could maybe push her into a place where somehow we could get text on top of her. You know what I mean? Well, what kind of text would we even want to get on top of Kiki right now? You know, okay, so like we could do this, but what's the point? Now if we make Kiki push, I just wanted to see what would happen. This one's weird. Like it's a good hint, don't get me wrong. It's a space in the puzzle that I had not previously considered. But what the heck are you... Let me caffeinate. I need some neurological juice. I feel like this one is going to be a quantum leap for me. The idea that we can use text on top of Kiki. But what the heck is the point of putting text on top of Kiki? Well, Kiki can be moved, so we could put text on top of... What? You know, hold on here. Kiki is... Kiki is push. And then... Alright. Oh, okay! You genius? No, not genius. But like, I was thinking that, like, maybe we could push Kiki simultaneously. Could we create a, Well, again, who cares about Kiki as you, dude? Dude, I'm losing it. This is madness for me. So yes, it's one of those things where it's like a 1,000-piece puzzle maybe is easier than a 30-piece puzzle. I'm dying. I need my sensei. So Kiki can be... text can be pushed onto Kiki. Kiki, on the other hand, cannot be pushed onto text, because if Kiki is push... Look. Okay, I mean, you already knew that. I'm kind of being indignant. Okay, here's a... What about this? Alright. Now what, dude? Now what? So you... You know what my thinking is here, probably. My thinking is... Well, all we really need to do, dummy, is... figure out, like, if we can get Kiki to cancel out a rule somewhere. Like, this is what I was thinking. Cancel Wallace stop. Does not work, obviously, even if we make Kiki push. Is there anything we can do following this point? I always look towards, like, you know, Kiki is you as the next step, even though that doesn't really make any sense. Or does it? Because now you got the same friggin' situation, but you're Kiki instead of Baba, dude. What's that supposed to do? Okay, now text can be pushed on top of Baba. Amazing. I don't know, dude. I think I gotta give up on this one, but the hint was incredible, don't get me wrong. What else we got here? Research facility. Bolt is push. Bolt... Well, bolt is not move. So the bolt gets pushed. Fair enough. Okay. Bolt is melt. And skull is hot. And Kiki, by the way, is defeat. So if we put the bolt here... Sorry, you should be probably starting by moving in this direction. What happens? It should just pass through Kiki. And then it hits a skull and it melts? Yes, okay. It being the bolt in this case. So obviously that is bad. We cannot touch Kiki. In a way, this is actually... It's kind of an easy puzzle to start with because we can't do anything so far. You know what I mean? Like, we can bolt his move for sure. Skull is hot. So how would we... Like, maybe Baba could just come through here and go like... Oh, no. Like, Baba can move past the skulls, but can't move past Kiki. The bolt can move past Kiki, but can't move past the skulls. But if I do this, Baba's friggin' trapped, dude. Or he's non-existent. Yo, okay. So we found at least the first conditions. It seems like to me, we want Baba to be able to get past the skulls. Which he can do. At first. But in order to be able to get past the skulls, and the idea is that he would come through and push Win out, and then maybe, I don't know, bolt his Win. Like, I mean, let's tell us straight. I think, for me, it makes sense that Baba goes like, yoink, pushes Win, bolt his Win. I don't know what I would describe as the first step, but I'll tell you, I think it might be... Wrong. That's wrong. Hold on a second. I think it might be... This... Please, like... I think it might be that. But then what the heck are you gonna do from that point onwards? Because still, you're kind of just in... this territory. I wonder if I... Hold on a moment. Do something like this? I mean... Sorry, let me get the mouse pointer off the screen. You might see my point at least. But what are you gonna do with a freaking bolt now? You know what I mean? And we're dead. Okay, so we're getting the elements of the puzzle on display here. I think first, step one to me is you get Skull as defeat so that the bolt can make it through. But then the bolt has to push through the skull so that the skull is no longer defeat. So it's really just a couple of... And then Baba can go through the bottom there. So it's not that complicated. At least I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Whereas in the Kiki one, I'm still like totally lost. So we're just thinking. We're letting the cerebral cortex percolate out a little bit here. Thinking on the spot in public. You think public speaking is hard? Reciting a speech you wrote about cheetahs and reading it in front of your 6th grade class? Try public thinking, okay? Public thinking is like, no longer is it a test or a measure of your anxiousness and your general enunciation. It's a test of your the functioning of the most important organ in the human body. It takes a lot of cojones to get up here and consistently be stupid, okay? So I respect all the support. I appreciate it. Now, what are we gonna do with this friggin' bolt? The bolt, I know we're just repeating the same thing over and over for now. The bolt has to get by a Kiki. And then, we still need it to move. You know what? You mad genius. Hold on, dude. Hold the frick on. So that's the thing, dude. Skull's still too hot. But look at this. Yo. Okay. So we've gotten further. The problem is, we still... I mean, I'm undoing right now. Okay, so the bolt is free. The skulls are no longer defeat. But what the heck are you going to do at this point? Because anything you do is going to push... Yeah, I mean, like, you can do the math for yourself. You know, I think we gotta be a little, maybe like less tiles over, and then the bolt could also be pushed down. It's a whole thing, dude. Like, I don't know if this is right. It definitely seems right-ish for the time being. So you'd push it, get it to move, blah, blah, blah. And you can just call it right there for the time being. Then... like, we know that this is like, this is the point of no return. For us. I wonder if we could put... No, there's no way we can get any word before defeat. Unfortunately. Like, to the left of defeat. So, I mean, I'm just, you know, you're watching a man do exactly the same thing again. Right, that's not how that works, dude. No, it's not exactly the same thing yet. So I'm just looking at it now. The problem, it's like if the is could just be one closer, then skull is bolt. Is move. Okay, that's too far. What have I done? Hold on a second here. You gotta do bolt is move. Then you're pushing. Or you're not pushing. Yeah, so like this is where we kind of wanted to be. But then maybe don't let it push out of the way. But I don't know what we could do from this part. Maybe skull is bolt is actually important. You know what? This is where let's go take a look at the hint in the guide. So what is this one called? Hold on a second. This one is called Research Facility. Let me say, who wrote this guide? Credit where credit is due. RJ Demo and one collaborator. This is getting a 5-star rating from me. Island 6 Research Facility. Control F Research Facility. Hint. Work in progress. Alright. Well, you know, you can't win them all. Unless the hint is actually WIP, in which case it's a little too ingenious for my little tiny brain to understand. We're so close to some of these, though. I know it. Like wireless connection. Not wireless connection, sorry. We might look at this one in a moment, but... is it Catch the Thief? Catch the Thief we've been working on for 100 years. To the point that I actually think I've solved this. Let me watch for a sec. It's obvious, right? Like, I remember I lost my mind on this puzzle. We need... right now there's an extraneous is. So just... This is could be moved by the robot. Don't forget about that. And you know what? Don't be a dummy this time. Just do something like that. Okay. So now you got this is just hanging out. So we want to be the robot on this side to push up the win. Yes. But then we need to somehow also be able to become ourselves. I mean, you could always do like a This is always a little dangerous. It's probably advantageous to have two different things on the go right now. Hold on. I've messed up the switch part of the puzzle. That's the embarrassing part, dude. Like, the one thing you could just do is very simple. The thief was me the whole time. Robot is Baba. Okay, so now we got two Babas that both equally die in this situation. Like, I think you got the right idea on this bad boy. Which is, get the robot over to the other side, and then become the robot. And then you push this up. And now you just got to become Baba again. Okay, so I mean, this is an incomplete solution, of course, but we could also, at this point, make robot is Baba. You know what? Is it just that easy? I've been overthinking it, like I need to build like some kind of Zachtronics controller to get this thing over, but we can just sack town a Baba. That's no problem. Or we could actually free... No, we can't free them. Well, you know what? We can free the Baba. It's just that easy, dude. Wow. Alright. I'm dumb. I mean, there's multiple ways to maybe solve this one at this point, but... Hold on. Maybe don't push win. Whenever possible, don't push your win condition all the way down to the bottom there. Makes it hard to manipulate. Just something like this is easy enough. Oh, dude, okay. So, you know, sometimes you come to a puzzle, you got fresh eyes, problem solved. We also unlocked a new level as a result. Evaporating River. Skull is the feet. Just checking. Cog is push and melt. The flag needs to be pushed like so in order to become the win. Water is hot, wall is stop, water is sink. Yeah, okay. Cog is push and melt. Yo, this is an interesting one so far. So it definitely seems like, first off, water is no longer sink. But this will melt if I push it. Yeah, okay. Now over here, it's immutable. There's nothing we can do. Well, here's my step one. Move this rule over to the other side of the screen. Now, does this work? Yes and no. And then is text good enough? The answer is no, right? Like, I don't think this is... Well... Okay, you know what? Bring me my cog back, please. And then break it here. I feel like we don't have enough text blocks to do this. Like, we will die when we push one. When we push that third one, we'll die. It's a great idea up to that point. Okay, so let's think about this. I had another idea. Cog is water. So give me a second. Okay. Which makes it push. No. Wrong again. It's one of the few things we can do, though. We could do, we could also do cog is sink. And we can do any of these in conjunction with one another. I feel like we've at least gotten a thread to pull through here. Or to, okay, well, you know, maybe I wouldn't recommend necessarily doing that. So there's nothing we can do about melt. Like, we can't... Like, that's obvious, but like... You know what I mean? Like, we need to destroy a skull here. If we destroy a skull, everything else is copacetic. The only way to destroy a skull is by using a cog. I'm running it through in my head, because there's one other thing we can do. I have no idea how this would help. But that doesn't mean it's wrong. We could set up an immutable rule. Water is hot. So water will always be water. Yeah, I don't know if that does anything. This seems to do nothing. I definitely feel like we were on the right track with moving this rule over here. Probably in a way that doesn't kill us, ideally so. Like, that part is simple. But the next part is the real son of a gun. You know what I mean? Because we're so close. We need the cog to live. But what can we do about this cog, you know? It's push and melt. We can make it sink, but that doesn't it doesn't solve our problem. Okay, hold on. What about water is skull? I don't know about that one. Seems a little bit unnecessary. Maybe a little bit dangerous. Like, water is defeat is definitely not what I want, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real son of a gun, dude. It's a real son of a gun. This is another time where I think a hint would not be a bad idea. Ah, the hint is great, by the way. The hint is destroy one skull. This is like an intermediate guide. I need the world's basic beginner guide. Okay. Well, I mean, we didn't reset too much here, but it's okay. Hint, destroy one skull. No kidding. All right. Also, hint, push flag so it says flag is win, and then touch the flag. That 5-star review just became a 4.99. The thing about the cog, most people don't realize, is that it's push and melt. Skull is defeat, and also is water. That's not how she goes, bud. Sink ourselves, of course. What on earth could we do to destroy a skull? We need the cog, but there's no way for the cog to live. If the water doesn't sink, the cog just melts. If the water does sink, the cog destroys water. Okay, cool. My thinking, here's the intermediate step I'm missing. The cog needs to be able to cross the water. Then, the cog becomes sink, it kills a skull. And then we just push the text and we win easily. Easily. You know, I'm like, you know, the next obvious step, dude, is you just do something like this. You just completely ruin your game by making the water into an actual wall. And look at that. Wasn't that a wise idea? Okay. I'm not frustrated with the game. I want that to be clear. I'm frustrated with myself, with my own psyche, my inability to... I mean, it's still an okay episode from the sense that I solved that one level that's been giving me capital T trouble, but... It's a game where getting 75% of the solution means you got 0% of the solution. Literally, my brain was like, okay, you got water is, and you got hot over here. What about water is hot? Good one. The rule's so nice, they already made it. Well, you know, maybe I'm dumb. I'm just trying to think, what else could we make? There are some other steps, dude, I didn't consider. Like, flag is sync. Now, does that do anything for us? Certainly seems like it doesn't. You could also, if you really wanted to get funky with it, flag is water. I don't know, man. I think I'm done with that one for the time being. What about wireless connection? Oh, right. Okay. This one I don't think I'm even close, but how about prison here? Oh, right. Okay, that's where you push the text over Kiki and then research facility. Right. Okay. Maybe the level 1 bonus is more my weight class. Boiling river. Baba is you and float. Water is water and hot. Baba is melt. So the water will melt us if we do not float. Yes. What about refactoring like so? The only way we can move this is like that. Otherwise, we'll be killed. It's an interesting one. So we can really only move and float. And we can really only move it to Baba is melt and float. Sure. But then what the heck do we do after that? We can only... Like, that kills us, kills us, kills us. These are obvious, but I'm pointing them out anyway for whatever reason. I guess we could do some... I mean, does this really change things? I'm kind of looking at trying to get, like, a water is you. But I actually just don't know how we implement anything on this one. Because the only elements I can push here are, like, end float. Okay. Dude, I'm lost. Water and Baba is you. I don't know. I think I'm achieving brain melts. So probably gonna end this one right here for now. Thanks for watching. I guess we'll take a look at the hint real quick, cause like we got nothing. Hint. You need water is float. Salvage the is. Okay, you know what? I'll give you a... You need to salvage this is. You need water is float. Where would we even... I mean, we'd probably put it like here or here. Okay. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Because I can't... Like, how is a dude supposed to move... any of these elements? How am I supposed to salvage the is? Hey, Kate. You wanna flex your intellectual muscles a little?
Are you having trouble?
Jeez, Kate, you don't even
Oh,
want
I
it.
completed all these.
You completed all these.
Yeah.
Okay, don't start with me yet. Let me solve this one, okay?
Okay.
I know the problem on this one.
Okay.
You gotta kill one of these skulls,
Yeah.
and then you use the text blocks to push flag is win.
No.
Oh, God.
You have to kill the skull, but then when you kill the skull, there's a room for you to get.
Oh, you could
push it,
kill
right?
the skull at the far left. Okay, so this is what I've done essentially up to this point. Is that correct?
No.
God. Okay. What am I missing then? I spent like 15 minutes. I made cog is water. Water is hot. Water is skull. Water is wall. Cog is wall.
Instead of jump right in, head in first, you have to think about the options available on the map. And obviously, in order the win condition is to push flag is win.
Yes.
Touch the flag.
Correct.
How do you do that? You have to remove the skull.
Yes.
How do you remove the skull? The only thing that you can remove the skull on this map is by killing it with the cog.
Yes. So
by saying cog is sick, right?
So you have to get the cog across the water without it dying.
Exactly.
But
how do you get the cog across the water without getting melt, because water is hot and cog is melt?
Yes.
You have to somehow erase one of the water block and push the cog onto the other side.
How do you erase the water block without using a cog?
So you can basically use, so in this map, I think it does kind of poor job of.
Okay, just give me the steps. She's the methodology. I know the methodology. I know the reasonings, but just the steps to break a water block while also keeping a cog.
So water is sink is correct, but you might want to restart because you don't want to make it vertically. You want to make it horizontally, saying water is sink.
Okay.
That is not water is sink.
It's it's a multi-step process.
And then push it towards the water. There you go.
You genius.
And now you have to make cog is sink.
Yeah.
The reason why that works is in this world it teaches you that when a letter is lit up, it means that it will only be pushed. But when it's not lit up, like how it is right now, like it's not active.
Yeah.
Then you can be basically, well, not except is, but you can basically underneath the word. Like when the water was not active, you can be underneath the water.
Activated words can be pushed.
Some like lit up words can be, you can like duck under, I guess. This is the one that was really hard.
See, so I know the hint for this one. The hint for this one is you can do that. You can put
because KK is not active.
KK is not active, so you can put stuff on top of KK. But what the hell do you do after that?
So
this is okay. I'll give you the steps. You know what? Actually, I don't even know if I know the steps here. All I know are the resources. So you can you only got one functional is. So you got Kiki is push, Baba is you. Then, if we wanted to, we could do... This is... I don't even know if this is related to the solution.
Oh, they changed it. On Switch version, the push is actually move.
You sure that's not, from a bonus level?
Well, apparently what they did is that the one that I solved is the bonus level. And then they added the new one. So in the Switch version, it says KK is move, so it was more difficult. But
okay, so bragging aside, what do you do?
Mine is a little bit different because it said KK is move, but you don't have is. You only have KK and push.
Yes.
But essentially, what I did was having two Babas on screen. Or no, you don't have to have two Babas. That's wrong. You basically need to make Baba and KK is you, and then basically have.
But there's no end.
I know. That's why I told you the map is different.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll be back with more Baba Is You in the future. See you then. See ya!